About a month ago, I was battling a certain dilemma. So I decided to clean. After all, tidy house, tidy mind. The dilemma kept swirling around my head in a form of dozen questions and thoughts. I felt confused. No matter how much I thought about it, I just couldn't catch the right answer. Until suddenly, just like in the movies, a light bulb lit up above my head and it came to me. What would the best version of me do? What would the best version of me do? What would the best version of me do? Well, a simple question, it was truly one of those glass-shattering moments. I realized that this question can be applied to any situation. So, as with anything and any huge thought that leaves an impact on me, I decided to try it out, see how it fits, see how and if it would change anything in my life. Well, I'd love to say that I'm the most confident person in the world. The truth is, I still have a long way to go. Criticizing myself is almost like a habit. Who am I kidding? It is a habit. Whether it's looks, abilities, personality, I regularly find a way to put myself down at least a little bit. So the minute I caught myself thinking negatively, I asked the simple yet powerful question. And no matter the situation, no matter how much I wanted to keep being negative, I heard that little voice in my head. I heard an answer that was loving and kind. The best version of me would be proud of the person they are, would love their body and their personality, and would know that they are enough just the way they are. Recently, I had a day where I just felt horrible about myself. As I said, my confidence is a work in progress. And I gotta tell you that it was really hard to call the best version Ylva to the stand when you just wanna bathe in self-pity. When you wanna feel like a victim and just say that everything in life is so bad. But an exercise is an exercise, so I pushed myself and I pushed myself and I kept asking what would the best version of me do. And while the voice was quiet, it was still there and it was consistent and clear. And that right there is the beauty of this. You see, there are no right answers, but there is a best version answer that tells you exactly how to think, how to react, and what to do. In the end, I went back and forth between the two versions. The version I was in and the best version. I felt encouraged, then a little bit sad, then encouraged and sad. But overall, what I was doing is I was training my mind to say good things about myself in moments when I don't want to say good things about myself. And if we know something about training overall, then you only train yourself when you push yourself. If something is easy, it's not really training, it's just sustaining. So that's what I love the most about this when it comes to confidence. I was constantly challenging myself and the thoughts that I was thinking and replacing them with better, more positive, more encouraging thoughts. In 2021, due to overworking, I lost many of my healthy habits, and for a long time, I felt like I lost a part of who I am. I started eating out of anxiety again and mindlessly snacking to comfort myself. In my transformative 2022, I had slowly begun to bring back my healthy habits. But as with any healing journey, it's a roller coaster. Once, out of laziness to cook, I went to the cupboard to take a plain slice of bread, when suddenly I asked myself, Ylva, what would the best version of you do? She would probably eat the beautiful Granny Smith apple because it's nutritious, delicious, and will nourish her way more. I chose what was best for me at that particular time, a choice I maybe wouldn't have made if I hadn't paused and asked the question. Now, the point of that little story was not to tell you that apples are good and bread is bad. If you've seen my healthy relationship with food video, you'll know that I don't add a moral value to food. If you haven't seen it, by the way, definitely check it out. I will link it somewhere here. It's my most popular video, and actually a video I'm very proud of. I love it, and I'm glad a lot of people love it too. But yeah, definitely check it out. I share this story simply to give you an example of how much that question in that moment helped me choose nutrition over a lazy habit. Each of us have their own priorities and their own goals when it comes to health and fitness. And that is why your question should never be, what would someone else do? What would the most perfect human being do? It should only be, what would the best version of me do? I'm grateful for that question in that particular moment. I've been wanting to get a little bit more healthier, and it definitely set me up on a good path that I'm still on and I'm very proud of. And actually, by the way, I've been thinking about making a part 2 for my healthy relationship with food video. Since I think I have some new insights about it and some new examples from my life to give, but that's a different topic. Let's move on. I believe that everything in life revolves around mental health. Your happiness, your relationships, your success, and even your physical health. It is clear that the best version of any of us would be calm and happy. But as with many things, it's easier said than done. I like to live in my head a lot, and if I'm not careful enough, I tend to get consumed with worry and stress. This exercise reminded me of my priorities. It helped me bring things into perspective, and most importantly, it allowed me to remove a lot of pressure I had put on myself. Anyone who has been watching my videos for a while know that mental health and self-development is pretty much the main topic of my channel. I stand by my words. I really think that everything in our world revolves around it. Out of all 3 topics I've covered today, mental health is probably the best one in which you can apply the question of, what would the best version of me do? Whenever I was thinking how to deal with this person, or I felt stress piling up at my work, or I wasn't sure how to react or what to do in certain situations, I would just ask this question. I mean, don't get me wrong, okay? I am still a human, and I will continue to be in situations where I don't do the best thing that I could have done. But it's the effort that matters. And imagine a world where every single person would wake up and choose to do better. And you have that power in your hands. You can be the person that chooses to wake up every day with the thought, I will do my best and I will try my best. I think the most beautiful thing I learned from asking and answering this question is that that version already exists in me. I do not need to chase it, earn it, grow into it. At every moment and in every second, that version exists. It will grow, don't get me wrong, it will change, but I do not need to chase it. It's right here, and I can bring her out whenever I want to. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, feel free to leave a like or a comment, or you can just tell me basically anything that's on your mind. I love reading comments and I love connecting with the people who watch me. So don't be shy, but have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.